since the FAA released all these new drone things for recreational users like yourself and myself, I've been thinking a lot, all the ramblings and thoughts I've been having about where drone technology is going to go right after this. If you're watching this video, it's because you either own a drone or you want a drone. My name is Sean Oz, and this is the World of Oz. Today, we're just going to talk about drones. Where are they possibly going from this point on? You might wonder, with all the new FAA regulations on hobbyist, what's going to happen? They're working on it so that you're going to have to take a test to even fly an RC doodad around in the sky. If you've been in the RC hobby for any length of time, cars, planes, helicopters, you know you used to just go out and build your gizmo and fly it. I mean, come on, some of those helicopters' blades cut you right in the neck. You never had to take a test, you just go out to the airfield and do or die, right? However, the drone industry has exploded. Having the cameras on there, the FPV views, and like anything that explodes, the government likes to get involved. The average user isn't going to want to take a test. So what's that going to do? It's going to slow down the sales of drones. The average person, that might not be you, so don't take that personally. That average Joe isn't going to want to put their time into what they need to study to learn the things to be able to fly a remote control toy. And to a lot of people, that is exactly what these are. A lot of the world sees it that way. A lot of people who don't fly drones, they see them that way. So what is going to happen? Companies are going to have to find new ways to get people to buy them. And there is a way. You don't have to register your drone, which means you don't have to take the test or any of that if it weighs under 0.55 pounds, I think. Under half a pound. There are drones out there, plenty of toy grade drones is what they call these because of the weight. For example, the DJI Rise Tello. I think it weighs in at like 0.17 or 80 grams, which means you don't have to register it, you don't have to take a test, you don't have to do anything. The camera on this is nothing like a higher end drone. Hell, the price is nothing like a higher end drone. Anyone and everyone can buy one of these and go have fun immediately. And that is what most people like to do with their drones. Have fun. Then we get into something like this. This is the Mavic Air, and it is a collapsible foldable drone with a hell of a camera, a hell of a build, and it's one of my favorite drones that has ever been made. This guy just barely weighs in over the 0.55. I think it's at 0.95, give or take. What would DJI need to do, or any drone manufacturer, to make something like this with these capabilities, yet weigh a little less? There's a lot of things that could happen through the drone industry to make a toy like this become an actual product like this. And that's what I want to talk to you about. What do you think the drone industry is going to do? Now, I'm speaking about America. So if you're watching this and you're not in America, I do not know all of your drone rules that are there, but feel free to share those in the comments below. Now I'm going to skew away for just a second because I've recently got the Insta360 and if you've subscribed to the channel for a little bit, you've probably seen it used in a few videos. And it's a pretty amazing camera. Myself and a buddy of mine had been talking a while ago, and it just recently popped back into my mind that something like this could be the direction that drones go in the future for this consumer type camera drone. And how would that work? I strapped the Insta360 on my Mavic Zoom the other day, and I got the most incredible stable footage I've gotten out of that thing, I think, ever. And there was no gimbal. A couple different ways you could do it. You could have a camera bubble under the bottom and a camera bubble on the top. Now, if you're not familiar with the Insta360 1X, it's basically a little slim camera with one lens on each side, and it films the entire 360 degrees around the camera. It cuts out just a small sliver of the image so that you can't see the camera nor see the pole that the camera is mounted on. They could do it where it's not the entire 360 degrees, and they could put just one lens on the bottom sticking out just slightly, or they could make them flush and put one on the top and one on the bottom, and then use the software to slice out that middle section so that all you see is the 360 degrees around it and not the drone. The big question is, how are they going to make it under a half a pound with at least a 1080 camera on it, battery that gets hopefully at least 15 minutes plus flight time, and a stable camera. With all these action cameras coming out with amazing image stabilization built in, I have a feeling eventually drones won't even have a gimbal. I'm really curious what you think. Will the consumer drone industry collapse, or will it just keep moving forward, or will they figure out a way to bring the weight down on these guys? And would that mean that they're going to get rid of a traditional gimbal system? All this experimenting with image stabilization, I think that's the way they're going to go. And I actually hope they do go with a 360 camera, whether it be on top and on bottom, or just one dome, so that after the flight you can choose what the drone sees, the front, the back, or what your viewer sees. And that is one of the cool things about the Insta360. You actually film everything, and in post, you choose what you want to look at. Here, there, up here, down there, all over. I'll be posting a longer video showing a little more of that camera filming the drone. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and click that little bell icon over there so you don't miss that upcoming content. That whole video was done as a test because I'm working on a pretty fun video that I'm going to be making over the summer. I needed to be able to see the drone in the video, and with that 360 camera, I'm able to choose to look down at the drone and see what I need to see. This has just been a rambly thought video, something quick I wanted to put together because it was in my head. So hopefully I didn't lose you too early in the video with my thoughts just all over the place. I do think that the drone industry will adapt the way they're making things, and I do think in time they will be making lighter and lighter drones. The Mavic Air is one of the most stable drones that I own. It's mind-blowing something this small can be more stable than the original Mavic Pro. And as technology continues to grow, and the things that these things can do will also continue to grow as they get smaller and smaller. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll catch you next time.